Hey YouTube, Texas Gear Reviews here. So we got a new flashlight. Had to pick up a new EDC light. I wanted something a little smaller. We've been carrying the Light-emitting, and what we picked up is the UltraFire. It's the Cree Q5 LED 300 lumen mini LED one mode flashlight. And now when they say 300 lumens, that's supposed to be one AA battery, and that's what this takes. However, you can change it up, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Before I get started on any specs or anything, I do want to say I think this is a cool little flashlight. I think it'd be great for a hiker or, most outdoor sportsmen, hunting, things like that, or just a great little EDC light, and that's what we picked it up for. I needed a small LED EDC light, and this is what I came across. Price point on this is between $4 to $6, so it's fairly cheap. And one AA battery, you're not looking at a bad price. You're looking at less than $10 for a pack of batteries plus the light, so a little bit less than the Light-emitting at about half the lumens. So I pulled something up on this. Where's it at? Weight on the item on this is 1.6 ounces. As I said, it's a Cree Q5 LED, 400 lumens max. LED life is 100,000 hours. It's made out of aluminum alloy casing and reflector bezel, whatever. It's supposed to be a waterproof design. However, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's not very waterproof. It's going to be more water resistant. And I think companies need to distinguish between the two, because there is a difference between waterproof and water resistant. Water resistant's good in the rain. Waterproof, you can dunk underwater. So there is a difference between the two. It does come with a little body clip, and we'll get into that in just a second as well. No sheath on this or anything like that. This is the black one. They do come in another color, I believe is silver. Would match the Light-emitting I have, but I wanted something black. I never buy the black one, so that's what I wanted to try. So that's about all the specs I have on this thing. You can see, to zoom in, you just pull the bezel out. Nice, easy to use. There's a couple of downfalls on it, as there is going to be with any cheap product. See, it just went off on me. And the Light-emitting does the same thing. Usually if you unscrew it and screw it back on, it works fine. So that's something you need to keep in mind if you're going to be buying a cheap flashlight, is if you drop it, chances are you're going to have to play with it to get it to come back on. So I don't know if it has something to do with the way the connection between here, the connection between the battery, or what, but cheaper flashlights tend to, if you drop them, they go out. So now it's not going to do it. Well, luckily it did it the first time. Now this is the Cree XRE Q5 LED. It's not the XPG or the XML, so it is a little bit of an older emitter there. And I can tell you, they say max is 400 lumens. AA battery, the most you're going to get out of this is 300 lumens. And actually I'm using a cheaper battery. I'm getting probably between 225, somewhere in there. So nowhere even near the 300 lumens that it's advertised as when you buy it. And if you look further down, it says maximum 400 lumens. The reason that is because you can use a 14500 lithium-ion rechargeable battery for this, and you'll drive the emitter up to about 7.5 watts. And that way you probably can get 400 lumens out of it. However, max rating on this is 4 watts, so you're probably going to burn out that light probably 2 to 3 times faster than you will with just a regular AA battery in here. Reviews on this thing are all over the board, but I can tell you it gets between 4 and 5. It gets 4 out of 5 stars on Amazon, I can say that, and that's out of about 2,500 customer reviews. Some of them were 2-star, few 1-star, but for the most part, most reviewers gave this 5 stars across the board, which I kind of found interesting. Let's see if I can find it. You're looking at 200 1-star reviews, 115 2-star, 200 3-star, less than 500 4-star, and then 1,500 of the reviews, or over 1,500, was 5-star reviews. So, for the most part, people love this light. The biggest complaint people had was that they weren't getting 400 lumens out of it, and then, you know, they start reading the box, it says 300 lumens, and then they were saying, well, we're not getting 300 lumens out of it. Well, you're going to have to buy a better battery. You can't put a cheap battery in here and get 300 lumens out of it. It's just not going to work like that. People that loved it a lot. The light was well made, very bright. Some people said they loved the fact that the beam's adjustable, and it does have a good throw on it. We will show that eventually in a test video. We're going to take all our flashlights out and test them in one night and then upload those over a few weeks. Most people love it for its simple design, easy use, friendly user interface, small enough to fit in a pocket, yet it's bright like a larger flashlight. And it is. This is the Claris. You can see how much bigger the Claris is. The Claris uses 3 AAA batteries. I'm getting 150 lumens out of this with great batteries. Without just regular cheap batteries, I'm probably lucky to get 100 lumens out of this light. So 200 lumens in this with a cheap battery, I'm happy with that. It's quite a bit. It's less bright than my Leto N7, but it's much brighter than most flashlights of its size. I can say that. Even the more expensive flashlights, they're looking at, you know, 200 max lumens on a flashlight this size. So I think they did a good job with it. There's a few things I don't like about it, and this can probably be fixed, but the body clip is ultra loose there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it moves everywhere, so I'm going to try to tighten that down a little bit. And then one other thing I don't like about is the button. I like my button to just be right there when you press it. This one will probably never go off in your pocket, because you actually have to press kind of hard to get it to go off and on. Now again, there is no modes in this, so you just get what you get out of it. The brightest setting is the only setting. The only thing that's adjustable is the beam itself. So this is a 1-mode flashlight. You can spend a couple more dollars and get a 3-mode, and I believe it's high, low, and strobe. So, and I think those go for about $9, not too much more. We are going to pick up the better battery for this just to see how much better the flashlight works with the 14500. However, for our EDC use, we're probably just going to use a AA battery in it. If I get a year out of this flashlight, I'm happy. If I was to get 5 years, I'd be ecstatic. So this isn't something I plan on lasting me 10 years for what I paid for it. Like I said, if I get a year out of it, I got my money's worth. For this one, we paid $4, but we had to get it shipped from China, so it took quite a while to get it. You can get it on Amazon Prime with 2-day shipping for less than $6. So it's still really cheap. Not bad priced at all. We picked this up on September 24th. Today's October 14th, and it came in today. So it's about how long you should expect for it to take if you're ordering it from China. But like I said, $5.65 on Amazon Prime, not a bad price for this thing. We'll definitely update you on it and let you know how it's holding up. We're fixing to do an update on the Leto N7. It's either going to be uploaded right before this one or right after this one. Our EDC is changing a lot, so we may do an EDC video over here and show you guys what we're carrying. That's going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching YouTube. Oh, we forgot to rate it. We're going to rate it at 3 stars. 3 out of 5 stars is what we're rating this at. And if it had a tighter body clip and better button and didn't go out whenever it dropped, you see it's finicky. That's just cheap flashlights though, so no big deal on that, but it's still only going to get 3 stars for now. It may change in the update review. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching YouTube.